News tonight. Diddy party cocktail, cocaine, and horse trank. That's horse tranquilizer. Did he actually feed this to his guests?
You should know that several of the individuals, and when I say several, I mean many, who did in fact seek medical treatment were drug tested, and drugs were found in their system, weird drugs that you probably never heard of. One in particular that continues to pop up is a drug called xylazine, or trank, which based on our research is known as a horse tranquilizer.
Horse tranquilizer. If it knocks out a horse, what does it do to a lady? Say average weight 105 to 125. What does that do to a human being?
The typical MO at one of these parties that have been widely discussed in the press was that when you were handed a drink, and now we know that the drink is laced with something, if you refused to drink it, you were kicked out of the party. Now, let that sink in for a minute. I mean, the admission to this party was that you had to drink the chosen drink that was handed to you, and now we know that in most cases, I would say 90% of the cases, these individuals were drugged with some sort of drug. That was kind of the MO.
The victims potentially, do you think there could be?
Thousands.
Those who were never at these freak-off parties, what were they like?
The ritualistic behaviors, the drugging, putting girls in the suitcases, dumping them in alleyways. It's horrifying. It's been happening in front of everyone's faces for decades. For decades.
In an astonishing revelation, the FBI has pulled back the curtain on a shocking truth behind the famed Diddy cocktail, enjoyed at elite celebrity gatherings. This cocktail, once celebrated for its unique flavor and top-shelf appeal, contained a hidden ingredient that no one could have imagined: horse tranquilizer. As the investigation unfolds, disturbing questions arise about the lack of safety oversight at these luxurious parties. How could such a powerful sedative slip unnoticed into a drink served to Hollywood's elite? The Diddy cocktail scandal has shattered the glamorous image of these exclusive events, stirring a wave of skepticism. Many are now questioning whether these upscale gatherings are as safe or as innocent as they appear. This news not only rattles the trust of partygoers, but shines a light on a troubling, hidden side of celebrity party culture. With each revelation, it's becoming clearer that this was no innocent mishap at the bar, but rather a glimpse into the darker undercurrents of high-profile celebrations.
You know what happened? You should have never sued the liquor company. That's where you f***ed up. You don't give a f*** about you tearing up booty holes. You when you sued the liquor company, because the liquor company is owned by the biggest conglomerate on earth, the BlackRock people. You done bit off the hand that was feeding you, and now you chop both your feet and your hand off, and your head's coming next. You was making money with your just shut. You just thought your ego got out of whack because you was controlling everything at them freak parties. Now you think you control the hand that's feeding you. You stupid mother. He sued the liquor company May 2023. November 2023, Cassie come up with the lawsuit. Connect the dots. Cassie got two checks. She got a check from the liquor company people that put her up to doing that shit. And she got a check from Puffy to try to keep her quiet.
I want to see some behind-the-scenes footage from a Diddy freak-off party.
When it comes to a P. Diddy party, this is what happens to the white man. It's so unfortunate. You gotta pull back, though, so they can see. That's crazy. Move out the way. You're still alive. Look at that. Look. What you get that drink out his head? And that's James from Simeon Mobile Disco. He is an actual DJ. I'm supposed to pass out, but when they come to one of my parties, this is what happens to them.
It's the same theme, and it all involves some sort of drug. One instance, an individual who was 20 years old at the time was asked to attend, just saw her on the street, asked to attend a party in a hotel. She was flattered, went to the party, was given one drink and doesn't remember anything else. Ultimately, was so messed up, went to the hospital where they found cocaine and this horse tranquilizer in her blood system.
Whereas that, if I could say this, like you have a girl There's one guy, maybe going down on him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's back there rolling his eyes, he hiding the mother, and when he put his head down, there's one of them white boys sucking on him.
Oh.
You understand? That has happened. You understand what I'm saying? Then you got these guys who, they go into these Turkish houses. Once you get to that door, you don't go back in there. But you know what they do in them Turkish houses. Well, you can assume what they do for them.
So Suge Knight did an interview detailing exactly what Diddy was doing with the hard-boiled eggs. It's called the hard-boiled egg test. And what this dude was doing was using it to test dudes to see if they were ready yet for his parties. Basically, these dudes would be taking a hard-boiled egg and trying to insert it. And if it broke, then you wasn't ready yet. I'd really be talking about this in the middle of an airport. And I wouldn't really believe all this wild stuff, but like, what is actually going on here? Why are they just posing with an egg? That's Russell Brand and Diddy. I can't stand it here. I hate it here with all my heart and soul. What is he doing? You never go egg to mouth, bro. Using eggs to determine if a man is wallered out enough to be able to party with Diddy is diabolical.
As the FBI investigation barrels forward, waves of new evidence are rippling through the entertainment industry, widening the spotlight and drawing in even more high-profile figures. What began as a shocking revelation about the Diddy cocktail, secretly laced with horse tranquilizer, has quickly escalated into a scandal of unprecedented scale. The sheer recklessness uncovered has sent the industry reeling, as each day reveals new names and deepens the crisis for Diddy. Once the gold standard of Hollywood glamour, these star-studded parties now carry a far darker legacy. Hints from the FBI suggest that formal charges may soon be in the pipeline, signaling that this saga is nowhere near its end. The bombshell evidence tied to the Diddy cocktail is tightening the legal noose, leaving Diddy and his team scrambling to manage the cascading fallout. With public curiosity and concern at an all-time high, each new development in this explosive case adds another layer of complexity and urgency, making it clear that Hollywood's glitzy veneer is beginning to crack wide open.
Another individual, 26 at the time of the occurrence, was picked up allegedly by Mr. Combs and several other people in a black SUV from the airport, was given one drink in the SUV and then literally woke up the next day not knowing what had happened, but with pain and damage.
Got me a Lamborghini. And
yeah. Oh, well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last time.
He had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
Guys, the leaked video of Justin Bieber partying with P. Diddy has just emerged, and it looks horrifying. It looks completely terrible. This right here is Justin Bieber. And what does that look like? That looks like a Justin Bieber that's just out there. He's not fully there. Something's going on, and I have the full video, which I'm going to play for you guys. But before I play the video, this is exactly what I'm talking about. There is more that's going to come out. The truth will come out. And from the research I've done, you can see from my face, I have seen some terrible and horrible.
I've been to a couple Diddy parties. Now, I'm risking a lot by saying this. I've been to lots of parties. I've been to Jamie Foxx. I've been with Snoop, T.I. Like, I've been to lots of places. What I will say is that one particular party, lots of big names. There was an artist there who said, "Hey, Lecrae, around 1 a.m., make sure you're not here." And I was like, "What? You just don't want to be here at 1 in the morning." And I was like, now my pride kicked in, like, yo, you don't know me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can handle myself. Like, I'm not some little church boy who ain't never seen nothing. Like, I'm good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what you talking about? Well, it's probably 12:30. I'm downstairs. I go downstairs to the studio. I come up out the studio, and I'm headed back upstairs to like the main area where everyone's kind of congregating and hanging out. And the music changed. It was like really hard and heavy at first, and then, you know, like jam and dancing music. And it was a little softer. You know, it was a little more sensual when I came out the studio and started going upstairs. And on my way upstairs, there's like this couch, and on the couch, I saw a couple of guys really going at it hard and heavy. And, man, and I was like, oh, my brain, I'm thinking, well, the celebrity party, people do what they do. As I started moving upstairs, I passed them up and I noticed that it wasn't just those two guys. It was more and more people just going at it. I was like, okay, it's time for me to roll. I'm going to grab my stuff and I'm going to get up out of here. I did not know that's how this went down. So was that shocking? Absolutely. Was I forced or coerced into anything? I was not. But why they felt that comfortable, I don't know. Maybe the invite list, they was like, yeah, all these people. I don't know. I'm shocked.
So do you think Puffy was involved shooting?
Only they can answer that question.
Right.
I have my own opinion, but I wouldn't slander their name like they did mine.
Right.
I wouldn't say things that I knew. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I believe so. I do believe so. I have proved things that I can say that will back up my claim, but this is not for the world to know about. Right. You know what I mean? It's between me and him, and only he knows. Right. So every time he say it didn't happen, or that's the only thing that makes this become an issue to everybody. Because you seen what I said in the Vibe article. I basically bowed out. It was gonna go ahead about my life. The next issue, that wasn't even the next issue because them cowards waited about 4 issues before they got their story together. 4 issues later, half of New York is commenting on me getting shot. And before, they was all like, we didn't see nothing. In the first issue, read it, Vibe viewers. Nobody seen shit. The 4th issue, when they came back with a reply, everybody knew what I did. They knew what I said. I was acting. Who gets shot 5 times in acts? Oh, I didn't get shot 5 times in their vision. I only got shot once because they found the bullet. The police found it, but now they the cops. Now they doing detective work. They found the bullet. Oh, you found the bullet, huh? So what is this other shit in me then? What was the doctors talking about? What? Can you explain these other holes in me? How'd I get gunpowder all over me? That insulted my intelligence. So yes, I did say Thug Life was there. Yes, I bowed out, all of that. But when they said that, they breathed new life in me. Yeah. And Thug Life not only became a rap group, but it became a way of life for life for me. Okay. Because they disrespected me, my name, my family, what I had been through. They said that I couldn't be in pain. Yeah. I could not feel, I could not be heard.
Is there still a beef going on with you and Biggie?
It was never a beef. It's only a difference in opinion. Right. To me, if I my homeboy should have gave me the best advice I could ever give from anybody. He said, when people ask him if he's beefing with Bad Boy, with Puffy, he says like me going to a playground and picking on a little kid.
Right.
That's like me being mad at my little brother because he getting cash now. I'm not mad at that. I'm just mad at my little brother when he don't respect me. Yeah. Now, when you don't respect me, I'm gonna spank your ass. I don't give a fuck how rich you.
Dangerous thing. God protect us from our mind, talking us out of our powers of manifesting anything that we want if we believe in you, even if it's not there, even if it looks like it's not gonna come. God, please bless everyone's mind and know that you will always show up and you will show up on time. God, please bless everyone that has had a rough year. But bless us for the good days, the bad days, the days that we have experienced death, the days we've experienced life, loss, happiness, victory. However you give it to us, we want to give you thanks for 2020. 2020 has been an incredible year. 2020 has been a great year. Please bless us that in 2021, we're not the same that we was in 2020, that we have excelled, that we have gone to a higher frequency, a higher level of consciousness, a higher level of kindness, a higher level of self-love, to eat the right things and to take care of ourselves, a higher level of self-love, especially, for anybody, but for my people, Black people. Please bless them to love themselves enough to start fighting back in any way. Because nobody should be oppressed like this. Nobody should be treated like this. And God, I know that you know. And God, give us the courage in 2021, if anybody's being oppressed, to be able to destroy their oppressor. And God, 2020 was something. 2021, we pray. We pray. We pray it's better than 2020.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Right, okay.
My number?
We have like an hour left. So get extra comfortable, kids, because after that, y'all gotta go. It's a wrap for y'all, because this thing turns into something that when y'all get older, y'all don't want to come to. Okay? So, let's just start to get our groove on a little bit. In an hour, we put the kids away. It's all good. Hey, DJ, let's hit it. Let's do it.
My opinion, one of the ones that affects me the most is Justin Bieber.
Do you have the Kevin Hart one?
Which is iPad, because he gets caught saying that he would wake up next to him and then he changes it and says we would fight off over the Frosted Flakes. Even Kevin Hart is uncomfortable because you're admitting that you were sleeping next to a freaking child. And it's like, I'm tired of hearing all these stories and people just laugh about it. We giggle like this is
My brother right here from day one, we used to wake up and, pause, but like that's how. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
What the Puff just said? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes, and we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen.
And his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Think about that. He had already been to the hospital. That situation that Gene was talking about. And you still took Bieber there, but you got custody of him first.
Yeah.
Diddy had already tried. They wouldn't let him. Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory. And then Usher came in and discovered it and managed him and got custody of him and promised to look after him. And then he sent him to the diddler. Does that sound like a good guy?
It's horrible.
Does that sound like a good guy? Now that we know what Diddy's really like. They're not seeing what the intentions was in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there.
Oh.
Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there.
So long. Was he operating alone, or were there powerful figures helping to shield his actions from the public? As these unsettling details continue to unfold, these questions loom ever larger, especially with Diddy's trial date now set for May 5, 2025. The countdown has officially begun, and the stakes couldn't be higher. With each passing day, the list of implicated high-profile names grows longer, hinting at a vast network of complicity that could shake Hollywood to its core. Legal experts predict the trial's ramifications will be monumental, affecting not only those involved, but potentially reshaping the very fabric of celebrity culture. As the date approaches, the world watches with bated breath, eager to see just how deep this scandal runs. This trial is shaping up to be much more than a legal reckoning for Diddy. It's a stark look into the hidden underbelly of celebrity life, one that might forever change public perception of the world's most glamorous industry.
I want to sing for you.
It was at the studio of Jermaine Dupri's. I said, why don't you set up a meeting between me and your manager? I'd love to meet with you and do this in a formal setting. I'm late for an appointment with Jermaine Dupri.
Right. And
I don't want to keep him waiting. Let's just do this the right way.
And then you have him come to audition for you, right?
Actually, there were a few people. My wife at the time.
Right.
It also was Perry Reed, L.A. Reid's first wife.
You were all sitting in a room.
We were in a room.
Yeah.
And I showed her the video. And Perry says, "Are you crazy? You better get down there and meet this kid right now. He's amazing."
When all these dick pics come out and all this stuff with Bieber's,
Are you the mastermind behind that? Say, listen, show off your big. There's some people that come to those concerts. Or are you sitting there?
Is that the kind of manager he's doing?
Usher, are you sitting down with him and saying, yeah, or to leave it in your pants? I mean, do you sit him down and say, look, part of this is PR,
Hey,
man.
by the way, he does have a brain of his own.
Yeah, but were you shocked at the size of his?
Hey, listen, he has a mind of his own. What he chose to do with his. This is his prerogative. He's managing that aspect of his life.
But Usher, is somebody...
I have nothing to do with Justin Bieber's...
It's a little crazy how Puffy get booted out the alcohol business and Jimmy Iovine steps in with Andre and Snoopy promoting it. It's never a good look when it comes to culture of hip-hop and for our community, our people. I turn myself in. Sometimes you gotta face the music. That's most of the time. Puffy, I'm gonna give you some real advice. 2 quick things. You gotta make a decision. When you go to prison, either you're gonna be standing up pissing or squatting sitting down pissing. I advise you to try to take the first one, because you know if you're squatting pissing on the seat, you know what that means. Oh yeah, by the way, do not do your time going by Brother Love. Brother Love is not a good code name for prison. I'm out.
Him stepping down from a lot of things, but I didn't know about all the other people stepping down.
I got a list right here.
Shit.
I got a list right here. Within 24 hours of the Diddler's arrest.
Yes.
Kevin Lyles, music exec. You know who Kevin Lyles is?
I actually met him one time. Yes.
Yeah. Well, he
looked like Russell Simmons, right?
Yes.
I know exactly
it was like 90s, but yeah, he.
Yeah.
Anybody know who Kevin Lyles is? He's probably put on your favorite singer, your favorite artist. He probably had his hand in that. There's the Rutgers president stepped down. The GM of Martha's Vineyard stepped down.
Rutgers,
the
university.
That's what it says.
Oh God.
The Newark City councilman, a doctor, CEO, assistant coach. Like
y'all gotta see my face right now. Y'all gotta see my face right now. What?
But what you gotta realize is going back to the producer that sued him. You remember the producer Lil Rob? Lil Rob.
Okay.
Going back to that, in that suit, you gotta realize that we found out from that suit that Diddy, in every room in his house, he had cameras. He had cameras in every room in his house. He recorded everything. That's what he was the one who, he sent the video of Stevie J to trying to get him. You feel like, oh, everybody's doing it. I can get you a Grammy. You know what I mean? He was the one who was trying to entice him about the freak offs.
Yeah.
But apparently Diddy has all these tapes and recordings, and he took his phone at a lot of them and just would start recording stuff. So he has hours and hours of film and footage of a lot of stuff. And apparently
he looking around like, damn, like a lot of guys kissing each other in here, man. You feel me? What y'all do is y'all business.
So you've been to a party and seen this?
Oh, I've seen it firsthand, multiple times.
Man.
I've seen Dwight Howard in a pink dress, bro.
What?
I've seen Dwight Howard in a pink dress with 2 other ladies in dresses. They all the same height at a Diddy party. Oh. Ask about Dwight Howard in Mexico.
What's up with Dwight Howard in Mexico?
You know, they don't got paparazzi out there like that. You feel me? They was down there hooping. He going to the club with these same ladies.
Doing? Just having a little drink before my car picks me up. Where are you going? I'm gonna go to join Diddy. He's doing that. Rick Ross is doing a little concert this afternoon. Really? Honestly, they get bigger. No, I just lifted this bra up. It's like night and day. I need to have my boobs sitting up at this level at all times. They were like down to here. That's life-changing. Life-changing, but it gives me back fat. Gotta pick or choose your battles. That's what I learned in my life. Yeah. So why do you care to go to this? because I was invited and I think it would be fun.
When are you gonna act your own age? This like rap crew, like Rick Ross and Diddy. Do you think this is like your crowd?
I know a thing or two about rap music.
Who is the boss?
Person who was always anti-Diddy and was always speaking about Diddy as a problematic person was 50 Cent. And it turns out that it's just been announced that he's created a docu-series on Netflix. I can't wait to see this. The other end of that, every person who has tried to speak out about this, who has tried to speak out about the industry, the type of people that are controlling the industry, the attacks that people face from the media if they try to speak out, is always the same. They're called crazy. And an example of one such individual who went through those sorts of attacks is the actor Orlando Brown. He was on Disney, and I remember everyone telling us that he was totally insane and deranged when he was saying a lot of things that at the time sounded crazy, particularly about Diddy. Take a listen.
The requirement is you gotta say no to Diddy. If it's new booty in the building, you know he gonna get it.
Don't take your girlfriend to a Diddy party.
You can take the, but he won't you.
Diddy, to me, is the fall guy. We are still seeing a major effort to protect the big names, just like with Jeffrey.
He tells us and shows us several elaborate parties thrown by music mogul Pete. We spoke with several others as well, describing 24 hours of partying at a time.
Sometimes they provide breakfast in the morning, and it's like you could chill. I'm just wild on how he's just able to keep all that energy. He just has a lot of energy, like, to be that age and to be throwing these parties so frequently.
It's all mood, often lighting, club love seen as themes. We heard about Art Basel and New Year's Eve events. More details coming to light after Diddy's arrest in New York.
With you this weekend. A bunch of my friends. Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber, so far French so good. Montana. Do you even know half the people you're naming? No. She didn't go to bed. I haven't been to bed yet. You haven't? I want to be Clay when I grow up, Court. I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m. Go to this party. I think half the people there were buttoning.
Get where you want to be at. You got to have principles. You got to have morals. You got to keep with that stuff. And in that music business, a lot of that stuff get thrown out the window. You understand? And that's what happened to him. He started doing the things to other people that was done to him. To keep it frank, he was doing the things.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work.
Party stories, they're our favorite genre of anecdote. If you really? Have one, yeah. Wow. Okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, can't tell that one either. I mean, I'm like actually cycling through them. Feel like, well, we still have some time to go. You know, I can blow here. Okay.
Dudes belong in jail based on what they do and how they do it. We know that to be true. And it's just this situation, man, when they get down to all the facts and all what happened, he may belong in jail, bruh. And that's not my doing. That's not Cassie doing. That's his doing and his learned behavior from the people that mentored him. You got to realize, man, he learned from Andre Harrell. He learned from Russell Simmons. He learned from Clyde Davis. You understand? When those people are telling you that they were heavy into the drugs, they was heavy into beating women and doing things at that age, at that crazy stage, that's going to make him think that he could get away with the same thing that they was getting away with back then. You understand? The things that he was saying, you know, the touchy-feely between two.
Signing the bad boy. Announcement.
I listen to the music. I've heard that song after party. But that was at the Holiday Inn, I think. All right, so, and how old are your kids now? How many kids do you have?
I have 6.
6, and how old are they now? Well, you seem youthful. That's why they're
I'm
like,
youthful.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm fertile.
So the hottest ticket around.
They won't even give me a permit for the parties, man. They don't want me to throw the parties no more. We ain't gonna stop. We're gonna keep on having fun, bringing people together from all walks of life. You're gonna hear about my party. They're gonna be shutting them down. They're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we want to have a good time. You know, whenever you bring up a different element into people's environment, things that broaden people's horizon, people get intimidated. There's a lot of people out there that feel intimidated by it. It ain't nothing but break it down racial barriers, break it down generation barriers. People from all walks of life. Ron Perlman talking to Jay-Z, Jay-Z talking to, you know what I'm saying? It just goes on.
All these stories has been around the industry for a long time. All these industry people know that Diddy been acting like this and doing this. And yo, it's a lot of stories that goes around in this industry about not just him, other people. Jimmy Iovine. Ain't nobody talking about Jimmy Iovine. He got sexual charges and everything on him. But he got those publicists that's keeping it out off of CNN. It's keeping it off the major news reports. Nobody's talking about that. This is something that goes on, man, that they're gonna push up under the rug, and a few years later, Bad Boy 5, 6, 7, 8 will be out.
Hey, speaking of
This
love,
is love.
I saw a guy on the internet the other day who said he used to be your security guard, who said that when you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome and you were going to beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
Yo, this show has gotten crazier since the last time I ever No,
it's all about love, though. That's not true.
You really heard that? Nah.
Well, yeah, I watched it on the internet. You're telling me I can't believe everything I read?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Jimmy, I thought we was friends. Right?
As the layers of the Diddy cocktail scandal are peeled back, it's clear that the repercussions will be far-reaching, impacting more than just one individual. Every new piece of evidence adds another dimension, drawing more high-profile figures into the fray and hinting at a network of secrets woven throughout the entertainment world. What began as a single probe has evolved into a full-blown exposé of celebrity culture, threatening to unravel long-protected reputations and hidden alliances. The question on everyone's mind: who else will be ensnared in this widening net? With every shocking detail that emerges, the scandal promises to reshape Hollywood's image in a way few could have predicted. This is a story that has captured public fascination, and it's only just getting started. Stay tuned, because each new twist brings us closer to a revelation that could redefine what we thought we knew about the industry's elite.